Hello everyone, welcome back to Mo, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, when we're defending a defendant in a court of law, because we are the Great Ace Attorney. There's no other. Well, it's very clunky, and I think I managed to at least stick a landing with one toe. How's everyone? I hope you all are doing well today. The starting scene screen is done by Reedy. Check them out, link in the description below. And do I have any news? I really don't think so. I don't think I saw anything or experienced anything. That's really what I'm sure something would pop up in my Chrome Dome. Oh, I did watch the video the other day about like the first Sonic the Hedgehog comic book route and how he quote unquote one is a strong word because that's not what happened, but basically he got to keep characters that he created in the Sonic comic book because, well, Sega and Archie didn't want to deal with him, basically. And he sounds like a pain to deal with. And I don't recognize the name, but like at one point of the video I got to, they mentioned that he was saying that they took the Kidnut, like, but Kidnut showing up in Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was his, the Kidnut. I'm like, I can't remember this guy now. You claim complete innocence, do you? Well, of course I do. I have to stand here in silence with that preposterous formula has been pounding away. Objection. Then by all means, kind of a charge or so. But prosecution demands for witness testifies. Respond to accusations brought up defense. Deny it. I'm sure. When witnesses reminded of a crime under scrutiny of trials of a motive upon work of Mr. Winbank. That being a fraudulent offense for which the law of this land sanctions a capital punishment. But the head's act of high treason is no less a serious crime. I urge you to bear that in mind as you testify, Mr. Graydon. So then, let us proceed. You may... Who? The Skulking Boys are back! Gotta let us have a rap and poke here, Governor. Got things to say. I beg your pardon? Who do you think you are? The best characters in this game. Definitely in the first one. My name's Nat Scarlin. Occupation professional batting. Name's Ringo Scarlin. But we aren't batting enough to sell our motherland. That's right. That's what we call the Three Skulking Brothers. I'm sorry, I love him so much. Why are we so good? Bad timing, fellas. Very bad timing. American communications also can possibly steal confidential government information. Besides, the sound produced by the music box aren't even Morse code. There's some low-cost split maker negotiations with Mr. McGill anyway, was it not? I have no relations to the man. Look, all we did was break into the Gava overnight like we were told, like he told us to do. We know there was dodgy government secrets involved, we wouldn't have touched it. Mr. Scotland. Well, Mr. Do, Governor, what's up? I take it that you now admit to the crime. The one benign question when you did gain entry to the premises illegally. And moreover, you did so as a part of free in cooperation with Mr. Graydon here. See how easy they fold? I love them. We did, Governor, we did. Quiet down, please. What do you say to them, Mr. Graydon? I have no idea what these two references are referring to. You were walking us mixed up with all this monkey business. You never said nothing about no government secrets. It was supposed to be a straight up job. What about the geezer whose job it was, huh? Poor bloke didn't have to die, did he? Duh! Nice to know who your friends are. I mean, he hired them! And he's been trying to throw them under the bus. So, like, I don't fucking blame them. What these men say, I deny by accusations. Indeed. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this little music box to become so significant for proceeding. However, as it was, I admit it into the court record as evidence. Do I just look at it? It wouldn't surprise me. Boom, boom. It's a button. Oh, what is it, Reno? I just noticed something about this music box. It looks like the bomb of it opens up as well. You're right. Come on, Ben. What are you waiting for? Let's open it. Alright, here it goes. Look at that. There's another movement on the other side. So, what does that mean? You can send our decks to play on the back side? Yes, I think so. It looks like the two movements are linked together. Really? If you had two decks, we both play back at the same time. Is this ever... who would have thought? Car. Let's not add to... Homecoming. Hold it! So this newspaper headline accurate. Government communications were being intercepted? I gotta possibly know. What do you mean by that? Any important government communications are handled by high-level officers, by specialists. General members of staff in the station where I work will never be trusted with sensitive information. Oh, stop. I must say something. Stop. Let me guess. Jury number 5. Worker communication station officers aren't as loyal as you're being led to believe. As some of us responsible for setting up and testing telegraphs used by the ministry. And Mr. Grandin is the team lead. Oh, he's a lead? Oh. Yeah, he has access. That's fascinating. Grandin is a highly skilled operator. Stop. Currently in presence of Idol. Stop. Idol? Still one of my favorite anime songs of all time. So good. So you have access to the equipment used for those confidential communications, Mr. Grandin. Well, whatever! The transmissions were always made behind closed doors so they can't be heard. In any case, the messages are sent encrypted. No more employees can possibly understand them. No, stop. Must say something, stop. Mr. Grandin regularly attends meetings with ministry technicians and ministry communications team. He assists them in ensuring there are no errors in international communications. And he received the top prize of a cipher cracking convention 5 years in a row. That's fascinating. Stop lying about your job. We literally have your co-worker on stand. Grandin is a highly skilled operator. Stop. Currently presence of violence. Stop. Well, yeah, I would appreciate if you keep your mouth shut. She would pick her. Yeah, she really should. These laws accusations are completely unfounded. But not. To anyone with a brain, that would be blandly impaired on listening to that music box for even a few seconds. Of course, of course. Surely, I mean, I don't know on top of my head, like, if you, like, start Morse coding at me, I wouldn't know it either. Ooh, he looks genuine shock on my ignorance. Ha ha ha. It'd be much more happy to demonstrate the basics for you, so. Lesson? Healing code? Morse code is a continuous series of 2 distinct tones. Tones, you say? It's short dot and a long dash, but combining these in differentially can construct lows. I see. For example, this is A. This is B. When you listen to the sound produced by the music box, you can only hear one tone, don't you? But it sounds so familiar. The rhythm is the same in everything. But there's no discreditable meaning to this apparently random sequence of sounds. So you search this for a manually fall. That's not Morse code. No! Okay, we know about the secret of a compartment, so. Huh, you really shouldn't be surprised. What did I tell you? The music box is nothing but a worthless piece of scrap. Perhaps you might consider studying your subject matter before casting your aspirations in the future. Ugh, stop. I have nothing to say, but stop. Oh, this is frustrating, isn't it? Huh? I mean... Okay. There's still every possibility that his misblock was instrumental in leaking the government secrets. That's the belief of defense, at least. Objection. Okay. Yes. Please, you in some way might know opportunities for him to repeat the same line of argument and from It's always been established for to be miscoded with 2 tones of a card, dots and dashes. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Then what? Well, Pupil Defense has a hypothesis to put forward. Okay, I will. I mean, this is secret undercarriage! Oh, let me... Yeah, we only want to lose.
Got it.
Good gracious! What am I looking at here? Another movement of underside of a music box? What? It appears my load, but the two movements are linked together. In other words, you can put two discs in this music box, and the sounds will both play back at the same time. Good heavens! As the code whole, most code comprised of two tones, a short dot and a long dash. And with a second disc in place, this music box could be used to generate Morse code and convey a message. This is beyond a joke! I'm sorry. This poor excuse for alone has absolutely no evidence to support his claim. Of course, my lone friend were able to present the codes with a second disc for being ML. Well, I can't have a moment. May I remind the course for witness has pointed out, he was never one involving boys with Mr. McGill 2 months ago, striking a deal over the dicks or dicks. Indeed, but it's Mr. Mason, the brickmaker. Exactly! Never whatsoever to do with this. Although it has hers, I must admit the argument presented by the defense has much promise. I believe the cross-examination should continue. Okay. Well, sometimes we need weed. Huh, that was as much information as I thought it was gonna be. So 2 months ago in Valorant box, Mr. McGill killed the breakmaker on several decks. Mr. Mason was a single man with almost never tools in aim. It seems he lived in an arson quote some years ago, but people there still remember little about him. Doesn't make much sense for, does it? How will a humble breakmaker come to acquire secret government information? How indeed? There must be somebody else involved behind the scenes in all of this. Someone who acquired the decks and gave it to Mr. Mason. In order to take it to a meeting with Mr. McGill and negotiate a deal. Deal me. You may have it in for me, sir, but I'll show you. I have far more class than that. Oh, we're fancy now? No breakmaker from Arts and Square, and this well-to-do communications also. Well, I can find some evidence linking the two. Okay. I'm not sure. What's press something? Like Mr. Graydon told you to do, you mean? That's it, yeah. Who else? Huh? Saying me, he was just popping over and out after all these years, but Hawaii had dodgy job for us. Huh, Ash? Let me stop you there, Mr. Collins. After all of them years, you say? Do you mean to tell me that Graydon is an acquaintance of yours? With a search book kind of bias, you know? You gotta make connections, of course. Let's say Graydon's an old China. What's up with this game and like the best fat cheeks ever? And something wrong with Mr. Skalkin. Huh? No, the other Mr. Skalkin. Oh, what? Who, me? When your brother was said something just now, he said something to cause you to react. I was just remembering the old days, that's all. We used to have a wild laugh together way back then. Together? With Mr. Graydon, you mean? Yeah, with Ash, you mean. You look at him and his face. Ooh, shoot, my microphone was about to fall. You whistle a flute and you wouldn't have harmonies in it. But when we were younger from the poor part of town, just like us. Is that so? But he was always the leader one. He always had a brain, he had the savvy. He came up with smart ideas like would never have gone through our heads. Go blimey, is that true? Remember moving in Scarkins milk one? That was a cocoa, huh? Save it until after the try. You reminiscing has no place in this courtroom. And Neo does your fruit. Oh, Giso asked us a question, didn't he? And we was answering. Yeah, we ain't done nothing wrong. Nevertheless, the court's now prepared to accompany you. I mean, is there something interesting, Bill? Counsel? Can we turn our attention back to the testimony, please? I don't know. My lord. Yes, counsel. The Robert's last statement. It holds some vital information relating to this case. Very well, counsel. I'll permit the Roberts to submit the testimony without detail. Briefly, I hesitate to add. We can't be here all day. Say no more. A scar can never scar. Okay.
Objection.
Okay. Maybe I need to press them. Problem.
Hold it.
I'm sure I'm getting regret accent, but what exactly was that? Some kind of business? Just a little scheme we had going back when we were youngsters, a bit far and willing. Delivering fresh milk to workers, that's what it was all about. That sounds alarmingly legit. There must be a catch. I suppose since we're here, I should ask him to elaborate on what? So business was a bit of fun, you say? And just yourself and Mr. Graydon was involved? Yeah, that's it. Milstrin and Skalkin Milk one, was it? Yeah, that's it. Where did Melvitron came from? Oh, enough of this. How much longer are we expected to listen to this drivel? I don't. Let me guess, you don't want to accept anything these two witnesses are saying? Tell me, why is it only ever mention of the name Melvinton you decide to interject? Because well, it wasn't the happiest of times that one came from. Yeah, some man was struggling for money so much, his wife worked out on him. She took the name Graydon then, see? But Ash will always be Melvin to us. Melvin. So that used to be your surname, did? Of course not. This is all bundong. I've been a Graydon ever since I was born. Do you really think you can rely on the testimony of two thieves, huh? Your communications officer attached to Pacific Service, such as your personal details, would be thoroughly checked at the time of your appointment. It would be very simple matter indeed to subpoena those records, Mr. Graydon. Duh! Well, it appears that Mr. and Mr. Stalker testimony has been reliable. See? They told him to leave. You born Ashley Milventon, huh? Is that correct? Very well. Yes. Okay, now we got what we need. We got a bullet.
protection.
Got a bullet now. Mr. Ashley Milverton. Tell me, why did you try to hide your formal name for the coat? Because I've not gone by the name for years. It means nothing to me. No, I don't think that's the weird explanation. The truth is, yeah, we used to hide that name. Explain yourself, please, counsel. I have a hearing the notice of the omnibus case, my lord. As we all know, the victim, the man who we now understand to be negotiating with Mr. McGill. Yes, Mr. Mason, for brickmaker. That's right. Only Mason wasn't his surname at all. It was his given name. His full name was Mr. Milverton. Milverton? Do you mean to say, Saints alive! Mr. Ashley Milverton. Is it not the case for the brickmaker, Mr. Mason Milverton? Was your father? No! I don't... As I believe I mentioned earlier, we can give those records legitly, so... Your family history has been thoroughly checked when you joined the civil service. And it would really take no time at all for the courts to subpoena these records. Ugh. The truth is, you have been illegally acquiring high confidential government information. And sending it to Mr. McGill in cooperation with your father. Ah! The new facts and evidence unveiled by the cross-examination of this witness all came together to reveal the truth. The truth, you say? That you cooperated with your father, Mr. Mason Milverton, in legal dealings with Magnus McGill. By the dim of his music box, you mean, counselor? I mean, it's pretty smart, to be honest. Yes, stealing information being sent in government... secret government communications sent it to Mr. McGill. Mr. Graydon controlled his elaborate scheme of using 2 music box sticks to encode the information. As presumably a safe measure against the information falling into the wrong hands. And a very effective one. I shouldn't give the scheme any credence whatsoever. But the deal with Mr. McGill went sour, and the brickmaker met his end. Yes, but before he was arrested, Mr. McGill managed to temporarily dispose of the stone decks of a pawnbroker. And then, having learning of the situation, you appeared Wind Banks 2 days ago, and attempt to recover the 2 orcas Mr. McGill had pawned them. But that attempt failed, and one of the decks was seized by the police, and the other you never found. So the same night, you enlisted the help of the Skalkin brothers and broke into the pawnbrokery. This time, determined to recover the second decks. Oh, you suggested the second decks was inside the music box, huh? We would never know nothing about that. And with that, Mr. Winbank was killed. But true to the pawnbroker touch when I'm alone, the music box. As well, an intriguing demonstration of using the 2 points from the security camera indeed. So the question naturally begs and swing is this: why was only that one article disturbed? The answer is obvious, because it contained the second decks, which the true was desperate to retrieve. Since if it were to fall into the hands of police, it would be proof of high treason. Well, Mr. Graydon, do you deny that all of this actually began on a fateful 19 months ago? I refuse to accept any of this nonsense. So, there appears to be blood sleeping for your sleeve of your jacket. What? Ugh. 2 nights ago, we know that 3 shots were fired at the scene of the crime in Mr. Winbank's pawnbrokery. One at Pro Pawnbroker, one at Mr. Sholmes, and one at you, baby. We fired a bullet? Struck for countdown for why having but first peels for arm of one of the truths. Mr. Graydon, the wound on your arm seems to be trying to hide. It's a balloon, isn't it? He's got you now, oh China. Time to call it quits and croak, I reckon. Don't acknowledge my presence under any circumstances whatsoever. This was my terms, remember? And I pay you handsomely to comply. Cleo is a fool to think I could trust some coming back slum thieves. Fine, I admit. I was there in one bank that night. I paid this pair 10 guineas to accompany me. And as you've noticed, I've sustained an entry in the course of my adventure. Adventure is one hell of a way to put it. But that's all. I'm into nothing more. Sting up more secrets? Negotiating with Mr. McGill? Oh, he's chimneying. As far as my witness, I'm sure I recall nothing of the sorts. He's not going down without a fight. Not, yeah, we gotta show some hard evidence. You know what it was? The defense has now established a crucial fact. He was found. Which is, well, we now know that one bullet was fired from each of the two firearms we have in evidence. The bullet for the skull above was gun hit the pouch around Mr. Sholmes' waist. And the bullet for Mr. Winbank's gun clearly have been the one that caught Mr. Graydon on the arm. Indeed it must. We can rule out the possibility that the man shot himself. I mean, that would be, not impressive. I'm sure that's kind of easy to do. And that leads to only one conclusion. Mr. Winbank was shot by a full gun, which can only have been fired by the full intruder. Goodness! That's why Mr. Graydon. No. But I'm supposed you could possibly shot Mr. Winbank that night. But it's you!
Hold it.
Ha! You little upstart! You made a mistake when you summoned me here. What? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, as you rightly say, I was there for pawnbrokers. I did my best to have effect, naturally. I had no intention of ruining the distinguished career I built for myself out of the communication station. But did the thought ever cross your mind? Did you ever consider the possibility? What do you mean? What thought? What possibility? Possibility that if I was there at the scene, I might have witnessed a crucial moment. You see, this makes me a key witness in this case. I have my hands firmly around my neck of your client. What? Are you suggesting? I saw the very moment the pickpocket girl pointed the gun at the poor defenseless pawnbroker and shot him. You what? Order! Well, it would seem we're finally entering the last act of a definitely been something like that, yes. Mr. Graydon. Yes. You're truly aware of the implications here. If it's true that your claims is false, you would incriminate yourself as the killer. Oh, I understand fully. I mean, I feel like he feels like he's in a lose-lose situation. Which he might be, Willie, honestly. Now I must ask to give you full testimony at once. You explained to the code precisely what you saw in the moment. The defense allegedly shot the victim. That Vic would give me greater pressure. Actually, I had to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Well, if his weapons were jostling with broken, I was never interested in a shop. When Mr. Windbreak threw Nash over the counter, I thought a shop paid more. I pursued the man, but he shot himself in the storage room. I could see him through the peephole in the door. The accused of a black coat shot the man in the back as he tried to flee to safely. I saw the blood spot all over where to go. Then she tossed the gun out of the peephole, so I picked it up and made my escape. I have so many... Good gracious, this is quite extraordinary testimony. What's one thing to say? You claim so under oath, you have clearly seen the defendant posing for tricking. Order! It was my intention to testify in this way. But neither was my intention to be found guilty of the murder I didn't commit. You see, my hands have been forced. I tell the truth now as an act of self-preservation. But truth? Until now, the prosecution was completely unaware of these details. Yes, well, sorry about that. Oh, sorry? Having shot and the pawnbroker was then shot in the back by the accused. And as I should say, she was showered in blood. You see the blood spot over the accused's coat? Are you sure on that point? Oh yes, quite sure. Over the black overcoat that pickpocket was wearing at the time. Really? If the coat would somehow be shown to Hooper hinges of blood, there would be considerable evidence here. Such an investigation is entirely possible, my lord. What? Only very recently, a German scientist had developed a technique to identify human blood. So here's to true science, not some amateur detective's duplicates for an into the world of chemistry. I mean, how do you think people treat all people science? Ideas are no use to us here. In science, as in law, theories must be proved before we stand. In Germany, the technique was already been employed in the courtroom as basis of evidence. Scotland Yard has a small quantity of chemical regimen used, with its lordship permission. We could travel veggies of doubt with minutes. This doesn't look good, we know. Why not? Well, we know, don't we? This blood over... Yeah, this. If they tested with that chemical, oh help, you are forgetting what happened. How can you forget about that, so? The cat was covered in blood. Don't move, Genie. I'm getting shoot. Well, look, the defense objects to the test proposed by the prosecution. Overruled. Lord Van Zeeks make it so at once. I mean, I don't know what you think that will happen. With pressure, my lord. And while we wait for results, the defense must proceed with a cross-examination. Once in front of our blonde overcoat, Gino would be... Counsel! Yes, my lord. Your cross-examination. If the cross-examination doesn't go well... If you don't manage to uncover some decisive evidence and that compelling real compelling, oh yeah, probably not so good for us. I'm doing a reply to something real quick. Okay.
Hold it!
Mr. Wimbing emerged from the storage room, I believe. Ringo and Nash was scattered with counter when he silently appeared and flew at him. He already had a revolver in his hand. Fortunately, I wasn't too close. There've been, I mean, I would imagine you'd be scared, yeah. Yeah, we just do like a mild-mannered bugalows. We don't like violence. And good to know, I guess. I mean, hey, we gotta carry a gun. What do you mean when you say you're near for interesting shop? As in the doorway, one of my eyes of the shelves of the arms. Looking for the music box, of course. We're going for National first place. And then Ringo join and make it get 2 against 1. So I assumed they could handle the situation. But I was wrong. Trying to help me brother, but the little geezer checked me over the bloomy counter. So I put the gun over and that seemed made him scrap him. The pair of you sang upon the poor defenseless pawnbroker together. Shame on you! Sorry, Gov.
Hold it!
You mean that the moment you were shot? Yes, I didn't immediately realize what happened, of course. The things crashed on the floor from the counter as the 3 men were brawling. It was at the exact moment it happened, so I didn't hear the gunshot. And the bullet went to strike the counter on the wall behind you. So it appeared. Well, look at my arm. I thought it was bleeding badly, so I wrapped my handkerchief around it. Seeing as I can't explain what happened to her doctor, I had no choice but wait for it to heal. I didn't imagine it would still be bleeding 2 days later. I mean, you were gunshot. Did Mr. Winbank intend to shoot you, do you think? Well, no, I didn't imagine he knows I was there. To be honest. Perhaps the gun went off accidentally. Anyways, it didn't quite strike home. When I put me gun on him, he tried to shove me out of the way. Then he scabbled food for the outback. At which point, what did he do? Okay, I did this.
Hold it!
You mean you chased after him? I don't recall the reason why, but I went after him in the back of the shop. And what about this peephole in the door you mentioned? Well, unsurprisingly, the search room door is a solid job made out of stone wood. But there's a small opening about head height that lets you see what's happening on the inside. Actually, I should know that, shouldn't I? We did open it. We did very much open it. What about you, Boggling Bubbles? What do you see when we went through this peephole? Not likely, Governor. I doubt these two buffoons were even aware of the peephole's existence. So the Skulker Bubbles were there too, but we didn't see the killing of Mr. Wimbank take place. Inside the search room, I could see the book on that ghost standing there. Defendant? Neither of them had knows I was looking. We go waste a gun and point straight at the man. And then, what do you see next?
Hold it!
So yes, when the crime was discovered, the defendant was found with a gun in her hands. But it was Mr. Wimbank's gun, from which a single bullet was fired. Well, established Mr. Gray then, the bullet was fired at you. Oh, but no, it wasn't the broker's gun for the pickpocket girl had when I saw her. Yes, the bullet for Wimbank's gun grazed my arm, and yes, the Skulking bullet was grounded for detective, unfortunately. But this is another gun entirely, a full gun. The broker's gun was down for more weapons, so clearly it had to be a full firearm involved. In other words, the accused must have had her own gun with her at the time.
Protection!
But no gun was found at the scene of the crime. Calm yourself, counsel. Sorry. You must consider the events and know. When I first saw the broker and the girl glaring at each other, but then suddenly, the broker turned to one. And it was at the moment the little girl rat shot him in the back. A chilling image, I must say.
Hold it!
Okay. Oh, over her. Yes, people saw it clearly. Of course, the stains are visible now, with the coat being such a dark color. But I assure you, the guy saw the victim's blood. Well, they saw blood, that's for sure. But that's not Mr. Wimbank's blood. No, that's right. It was Mr. Mason Milverton's blood from Mr. McGill stabbed him 2 months ago. So annoying, if only except Hurley's chemical analysis we can prove that. Well, it's on proof of silence, to be fair, but for one, so unfortunately we can't use this evidence to support a claim. Whatever.
Hold it!
Did I hear you correctly? She threw the gun out of a room? That seems like a bad idea. That's why after the Brooker fell to the ground, she started walking over. Over where exactly? The direction of the storage room door to where I was watching. Of course, I quickly retreated and then go drop the gun through the peephole onto the ground on the dome. Well, would she do such a thing? Yeah, that seems like a dumbass move. I couldn't tell you. Perhaps she was hoping to distance herself from a remote weapon. Without thinking, I went to pick it up. I suppose I was worried about leaving it there in case any more tragedies took place. So it was you, in fact, who took the full gun from the scene of the crime. Yes, it was used truly. I left the cleanup to my lackeys and left. Clean up? We made a bit of mess around the counter, so Mr. Whistle and flew into here to us to tie up. He thinks he's a blooming mother sometimes. Well, it's paying you enough, by God. Tell me, Mr. Graydon, when you left for Pawnbroker League that night, was by any chance within the with the second dicks in your jacket pocket? You're like a bull at a gate, aren't you?
Excuse me.
You're strangling one of the witnesses. Gentlemen. Something wrong, Sunshine? I mean, you strangled him! You strangled one of the best characters of this game! That should be my line. You do realize you were violently chicken, Mr. Stalkin, right? Blimey, this Steve's a bit of a hooligan, isn't he? What's going on just now? You saw him, he grabbed me with some. What blazes say? Why didn't you mention the full gun when you were at the station? And why didn't you? Cause we didn't know nothing about it. Or that flaming people on the door. Sorry about that. I can't be prone to losing my wag sometimes. Not hurt, are you? God blimey. See the way he was looking at me, I'm telling you, this deed's giving me the willies. Well, that's strange. But Spectre doesn't normally get quite woke up as that. He wouldn't normally grab someone. No, but it isn't like Greg sees at all. He's normally all sweet and light, no matter what I say to him. Well, you're a different case. Yes, well, I think you might have a special case, Alice. Well, anyways, that's definitely out of care, though. Well, hello. Request you. Okay. Explain yourself, officer. I have the results of a test for earlier, my lord, blood on the accused overcoat. Thank you, officer. Very well, because the image. Okay. I presume you have no objections, Counselor. No, my lord. Well, there you have it. Report, please, Inspector. Yes, sir. Traces of human blood were found by overcoat defendant, Miss Gina Landstrow. For the stand of the stains that appear to result spying from a gunshot wound and of report. Goodness me! Oh, he did a spin! See? What did I tell you? No, the blonde overcoat's down Mr. Winbanks. What makes you say that, Counselor? The coat originally belonged to Magnus McGill. Just before his coat was deposited at Winbanks, Mr. McGill had fatally stabbed Mr. Mason Meverton. So the blood of the overcoat is the blood of the brickmaker of the omnibus case. Well, the dead cannot speak. This is why my Napoleonese friend. Sorry? 2 months ago, in this very courtroom, did you not argue Phil? I was This frustrates me because I was trying to say the evidence was fake. But the judge on the stand here said, oh, you, the prosecution, didn't have enough evidence. And yet, now the man's dead, you bring him as a mole? I feel like this is such bullshit. I'm sorry, it bugs me. You contact Chaz any shred of respect you may have on yourself in this country. Ugh. But that was... I call it a bloody disgrace. Tragedy, that's what it is. How to determine whether brown bag overcoat is 2 months old or not? Even a stethoscope can have the answer to that problem pop up. It can't be done! But... Yeah, but not getting accepted. We put such faith in a chemical from a devised by me, for example, when I'm a communications officer. I mean, science is made by real, like, random people. Like, generics was like a monk, if I remember. Hollock Sholmes is barely more than a figment of a public's imagination. Sitting cares no way in this courtroom. No way at all. How can you say that? Victory is sweet indeed. This proves my testimony is the whole truth from start to finish. How do you arrive at such a conclusion, sir? As for to say the accuser's overcoat was splattered with blood of the victim, the way Mr. Graham could possibly have known the fact is if he saw it happen. In other words, his testimony is solid and the conclusion is singular. It was the accused who shot the victim in this case. That is the whole truth. Ah! My lord. Okay. Begin due guilty. Wayman, all for now. So, yeah.
Guilty.
I mean, to be fair, it has been at least a while since we last done one.
Guilty.
So I'm not as ignored as like the back-to-back one we did earlier in the trial. It's been at least some time. Not much, but at least some. The defense has consistently failed to unpick this witness testimony. And he's to any attempt you make at unpicking the jury's decision being equally successful. Ugh. Ah! Can't believe it. After I come so far, how's it unraveling on me so fast? How very distracting to be held in such low esteem. When you agree, Mr. Notterholm. Officer? You deliver the report now. That would be all, thank you. It occurs to me with some regularity, Mr. Notterholm, that science truths are determined not by science, but no other than the human mind. I know that verse. Am I getting mad? Ah! It's Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes? What is the meaning of this? Odo! What business do you have here, detective? The last I heard, you were recuperating in the hospital. As I well would be, if I had not been set upon an errand. What errand? Holy, it's really you! You're awake at last! Yes, good day, Alice. I appear to be wide awake to lies. My apologies. Now, my lord, you will humor me. In what manner, so? I have something of great importance I wish to give to the young lord overview. I need more than 5 minutes. Will you be so kind to spare us the time? What do you say, Lone Vinzeeks? This trial has taken many hours of the court's time. Having spent so long away. Exactly, having so long away. We don't want to go wasting any more precious time. As I was saying, having spent so long away, it would be foolish to deny the defense a mere 5 minutes. Ah! Very well then, count it, you have 5 minutes. What you got? My dear fellow, I apologize for my tardy arrival. Mr. Sholmes, are you alright now? Alright, I'm all wrong. Sorry. We have 5 minutes! I managed to summon the strength to stand, man. I'm asking the judge for 5 minutes. But I feel even I may prove too much for me. Please forgive me, shall I pass out? Let's make this discussion as short as possible. Holy, this place is full of idiots. None of them can see how wonderful your chemical blood is. Well, the contortion of mine was really just a bit of sport to assess me in my investigations. I never took the trouble to refine for praise above the scientific community. No side on my part. Why, modesty, surely not. But enough of that. I'm here to give you this, my fellow dear. What is that? A laughter fushiki wrapping? A leaving present from Miss Sotwell. From Miss Sotwell. It's possible that matters were to be settled without me giving you this. With her instructions when she asked me to do this whole favor. I don't understand. Mr. Sotwell's for Saturday's events, I believe. She knew that the couple would attempt to escape justice by means of devious and underhand. And that you, Mr. Nadaho, falling fatally as you all won't do, you find yourself in considerable peril. In that very moment of crisis, you were to be given this small parcel. Those were my dear lady's instructions. Leaving present from Sotwell's son. Whatever could it be? Well, what is this? Oh? It's the machine I made. Ah. Look, I used this, my latest invention. What is that? Sorry if you have dogs barking. I call it the cat flipper mat. It can make a cat flap for 30 frame-like wacky in seconds. What's Susie up to? Miss Sotwell muttered wrong words before she left. I'm a fail. I don't deserve to be a judicial assistant. What? Didn't she say something like that? She did, unfortunately. Whatever did she mean by that, Mr. Sholmes? That night, when you left Mr. Winbanks in pursuit for thieves. Miss Sotwell made use of this contraption for its own purpose. That's your answer, my dear fellow. No, not cryptic at all, then. Sotwell's son used this cat flapper map that night, but why? Your 5 minutes is over. We have time already? I'm grateful for you two following us this brief recess, Mr. Weeper. I need no thanks, detective. After all, the die is cast. Is it really? The jurors are unanimous and villains. No doubt my lone friend would consider a summation explanation. But any attempt to alter the vote now would be utterly futile. I wonder. Mr. Nadaho. Yes! The rest is down to you, dear fellow. What's your plan? Okay, I'm gonna save and switch to Master Doom. And I'm gonna get some water real quick. My lips feel a bit dry. So, let me get water real quick. Okay. It had to be Sky Striker, huh? Well, loyal Master Doom. Can't be Blackwell's Dragon. Gotta be the fucking Sky Strikers, huh? I mean, look at that majestic creature. Why wouldn't you want Blackwell's Dragon? The name is Star Killer, which is a Star Wars reference. But, well, I mean, it might not be a Star Wars reference. It might just be out here killing stars. But I'm gonna just assume it's a Star Wars reference. Well, Lindsay cut. Let's go, I guess. Gotta get the Dogmatica branded stuff going. No one was expecting. Okay. Well, I'm thinking on summon. The skill drain is really annoying. I mean, there's no point practicing again. Actually, this really does take me off. Boom. Okay. I had that was going through. Annoying. Okay. Maybe it's like a wheel duel. Like a weird wheel duel. Just going straight into battle. Cool. Well, that'd be great to have in my hand last turn. I don't know what I was hoping with the ball. Okay. I believe so would be a faction disaster if I went into it. Okay. Bum bum. Oh shoot. I don't even know what played. I'll be honest. I do apologize. I have no idea what it was. Put my phone down on myself and it just something started playing. I do apologize. Yeah. Scary Drain got me. Can't believe I lost a freaking skill drain. And skill drain is a very powerful card, don't get me wrong. Still! Don't want to lose to it. What does that put me? Okay. I feel like it's been a very slow climb to give the money, the gems. So I hear dogs barking. This is gonna be fun. AK Willie doesn't. This will be my last duel of the night. So again, so if you have dogs walking. I feel like this deck is just gonna wallop me, but we'll see. I really do not like these hoes cards whatsoever. Not a fan going up against them. But yeah. The vampire zombie. Alright. Upside. One horse monster. go for the sequel summon. Probably Crimson Dragon, I guess. Yeah, I mean, one negate isn't bad. IP, interesting. And that's just supposed trap zone that for my starting tone. Okay, but effect. 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 The dodge escape him. You dodge escape a summon. Okay, so I think I got a shot. Okay. IPs going into play. Go ahead. Get the thinking. Oh, you suck. Actually. Gotta do unorthodox methods. Come. That's fine, I guess. I'm still not with a problem. I'm so upset. Took my monsters. Not negate. Why not? At this point. I know I've lost this terribly. Yeah, that's a dumb move on my part, huh? question number 90. Oh, this is just a depressing duel. I feel like I could have done better in many regards here, but at the same time, not willing. Okay. Do. Yep, might as well get Jax one now. Yeah, no. Surviving this? Oh well. Even if I did send a monster just die, it still wouldn't live, so. That's unfortunate. But I like to thank everyone for coming out. It's been fun, it's been a blast, it's been a real fun blast. Tomorrow will be more Guardians of the Galaxy, and then more Grey's Attorney Wednesday. So again, thank you all for coming out.